Hello everyone, Liliana Gaspar here, mind and body wellness coach, helping people improve their relationship with food. And today's video is a bit of a personal video about optimism and positivity with a personal story that I recently have gone through. So I've been having a bunch of problems to solve. Some of them are related to my house, some of them are other personal problems that are happening. And yesterday, of course, on top of all of that, I also have a bunch of things to do in relation to my business, trying to get it up and running and to get people to notice my channel and to sign up for my stuff. And if you're a business owner yourself, you know that you spend a huge amount of time working on your business, trying to get traction, at least in the beginning, until you achieve some kind of cruise speed. And yesterday, a few things have happened in the last couple of days that have just made me reach a sort of how do I say this, a more extreme point where I was just like, I keep trying to fix all of these things, and every problem that happens, I try to address it. I have to make a number of phone calls to try and fix it, and then out of that comes another thing, and then another thing, and it's just wild, all that I've been having to deal with. And on top of it, when you're starting a business, it takes a while until you see that traction, until you see, are the things that I'm doing working or not? Sometimes people tend to react very well to certain things, and I'm like, okay, this is a good thing, a good strategy. And then other times, people don't really respond, so you're not sure you've done the right thing or not. I mean, of course, it's perfectly normal that it takes a while for things to work out. But the thing is, if you haven't got enough feedback, you don't know if you're going in the right direction. And if you've got no other source of income, it feels like every single step that you take is critical. If you're taking the wrong step, you're wasting time, and therefore you're wasting money that you could be doing something else, right? So yesterday, I was just feeling awful. And I was thinking, and I felt like this before, what have I done? I have moved from Ireland to Portugal recently at the end of June. In Ireland, I had a nice apartment. I was settled. It was my apartment, it was rented, but it was nice. I had nice people around me. I had a nice job. I worked for years to build up a career in a different sector. I had a nice job. I had a nice salary. I had just recently been promoted. I had a car that I bought, a new car that I bought for myself 2 years before. And I can't say that I had a very excellent life, because if I did, I wouldn't have left. I didn't like the weather in Ireland. I didn't like being away from my family. But I certainly, had worked very hard to get to a point where at least some things were working. And I didn't have, to be so worried about everyday stuff anymore. I was comfortable, and I had a career in front of me that I could have continued to develop, and I could have made a lot of money in the career that I was in, because it was related to IT. But I made a choice because I love coaching. I wanted to have my own business. Things are cheaper in Portugal. I wanted to be close to my family. I missed the good weather, etc. I made a choice to walk away from all that and to start a new life here. And I was just thinking, what have I done? Was it really the right thing to do? Because look at all of the things that I've lost. And now, who knows, will this be a good move for me? What's going to happen to me? Am I going to regret this? Living in an apartment where I've been having some issues, no longer have a steady salary every month. And I came to the point where I was just thinking, And this was me in bed yesterday as I went to bed, just feeling terrible and wondering, well, maybe I should I walk away from this? Is it worth pursuing? And I was really feeling down. And, just to distract myself, I decided to pick up my phone and, I don't know, check my Facebook or messages, or I just wanted to change my thinking. I just wanted to think of something else because on top of it, I was fixating on this issue that I'm having with an insurance company. I had to have a fight with somebody on the phone who was claiming something that wasn't true, for which I have proof in writing, and I'm just, overwhelmed with all of this. And I pick up my phone, and there was actually a notification from somebody who was interested in, having a free call with me to find out more about the work that I do, and, to do a free session that's going to give me an opportunity, perhaps, who knows, to get a new client on board. And I was just like, wow, I was just wondering if I should give up. And there you go, something like this happens. And the reason I wanted to tell you this story is because you never know what's around the corner for you. And there are moments when a lot of bad stuff is happening to you, when it's going to paralyze your thinking. It's going to make you think irrationally, or at the very least negatively. Irrationally or not, is it correct, or you really don't know the future. The thing is, it's going to make you think negatively about the future and make incorrect or negative assumptions about it. And in reality, you don't really know what the future is going to be. And usually what I say is that it's best for you to make big decisions when you are not too depressed or upset or negative, and you're also not too euphoric or happy. Because none of those moments are moments where you're thinking in the most objective way. It's better to wait until your mind is settled and you can think about things clearly in a relatively detached manner. Now, that's with no prejudice to moments where you hit rock bottom and you finally are able to make a decision that moves you forward. There might also be situations where you're feeling particularly excited about something and you just have that courage to finally move forward. Those situations can happen, but in general, more likely than not, if you're feeling too low or too high, it may not be the best time for you to make a big decision. It's best for you to wait until you're in the middle and you're feeling cool and you've thought about something for a while. So that was my story to you. It's a story for you to remember the next time that you're feeling terrible about something and that you're just about to make a very big, not a terrible decision, but a very big decision around something. Consider your state of mind, and is that the best place to be to make that decision. If you like this video, let me know by actually liking the video underneath. Subscribe to my channel if you want to support my work and if you want to be notified about videos like this. And I'll be looking forward to see you there in the next video.